It looks like there might finally be some justice on the horizon for Scott Spivey and his family. The Attorney General of the state of South Carolina has asked for an independent investigation as to whether charges should be brought against Weldon Boyd for the death of Scott Spivey. A quick recap for those of you who've been living under a rock. Scott Spivey lost his life in a road rage incident with Weldon Boyd. There was an incident, and then Weldon Boyd followed Scott Spivey for 9 miles. Scott Spivey pulled off of the road. Weldon Boyd pulled in behind him. Scott Spivey got out of his truck holding a firearm, and Weldon Boyd and his passenger opened fire on Scott Spivey. Scott Spivey died from a gunshot wound to the back from Weldon Boyd. Prosecutors had decided not to file charges against Weldon Boyd, and he was not charged with Scott Spivey's death. They said that this fell under the stand your ground law, that Weldon Boyd had a reasonable fear for his safety, and therefore this was self-defense. What's clear is there was a lot of police misconduct in this case, including an officer on scene who told Weldon Boyd to act like a victim, and another deputy chief of the police force telling Weldon Boyd in a recorded call that he had been taken care of. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division has been investigating the police misconduct in this case, and the Attorney General says they're about to wrap up that investigation, and now is the prime time to have someone put a fresh set of eyes on this case. So he's gotten Barry Barnett, he's the solicitor out of Spartanburg County, to take an independent look at the case. He's now the independent prosecutor on the case. He will be bringing charges against any of the police officers that need to be charged, and also will take another look at whether the stand your ground rule applies. The Attorney General's office has already said, yes, it does. We think it does, and he was acting in self-defense. But hey, you can take another look at it. If we're wrong, tell us we're wrong, and we'll bring charges against Weldon Boyd. Now is your chance. Sadly, like everything else these days, this has become a political issue, with Attorney General Alan Wilson running for governor and his opponent, Nancy Mace, coming in and saying he's soft on crime. So now we're taking another look at it. Whatever it takes, get a fresh set of eyes on this, and tell me if you can even bring charges with the amount of corruption that happened in this case. I certainly hope you can. I think that Scott Spivey and his family deserve some justice.